Yeah, we're still trying to clean up that area of our game. The goal is to avoid putting ourselves in those situations altogether. But at the same time, I'm really proud of this group. Closing out games isn't always going to look perfect, and sometimes it gets messy. Still, those moments give us things to review and learn from when we watch film. What matters most is that we found ways to finish and come away with wins. Question: have you noticed any common reasons behind the lead slipping away in recent games? I think a lot of it comes down to things we can control. That's actually encouraging because it means the solutions are in our hands. We have to stay committed to executing what's working and continue doing the little things consistently. Defensively, we've had a few lapses at times, and the teams we played have taken advantage of them. We need to stay locked in every possession and make sure our focus never drops. Question: on the flip side, what's helped you pull out those wins? It's all about closing the fist. That's our mindset. We stay together no matter what. Basketball is a game of runs, and teams are always going to make pushes. For us, the key is not separating when things get tough. We stick together, trust each other, and keep doing what's working. Question: we've heard Steph talk about closing the fist. When did that become a thing? Honestly, it started a few games ago. Question: what sparked it? We've had a lot of close games where things didn't go our way. Because of that, we realized how important it was to stay connected. Teams are going to make runs. This league is loaded with talent. Players are going to score. Our focus is on staying consistent, staying together, and not letting those moments shake us. Question: have you learned anything about handling momentum swings in the WNBA? The biggest lesson is staying level-headed. If you get too excited or too nervous, it can affect every part of your game. Your shooting, your defense, your decision-making. We try to maintain the same steady mindset, no matter what's happening. Question: you mentioned being proud of the team. What stands out about the defense over the last 5 games? I think we've definitely improved. One area we focused on was our starts. Early in the season, our defensive starts weren't where they needed to be. Teams were scoring too easily, especially in the opening quarters. Now, we're focused on winning those early stretches, especially the first 5 minutes of each game. That mindset begins on the defensive end. Question: is that more of a tactical adjustment or a mindset shift? It's definitely a mindset thing. Question: what have you seen from Mo lately? Her energy has been huge. She creates extra possessions through hustle, moves well without the ball, finishes around the basket, and runs the floor hard. She brings a spark that gives our team an extra boost whenever she's out there. Chapter 2, Kelsey Mitchell. I call it growing pains. We're learning as a group. The goal is to stop these runs before they happen, but at the same time, you have to be able to withstand them because they're part of basketball. The biggest thing is being disciplined enough not to let opponents gain momentum. Question: why do you think the team has struggled with that at times? Honestly, I think we sometimes get a little comfortable. Discipline is the biggest factor. We also have to stop sending teams to the free throw line. Fouling has been one of our weaknesses lately, and it's giving opponents opportunities to stay in games when they should be on the verge of falling behind. Question: how do you view those games where the lead disappears but you still win? At the end of the day, you don't want to lose. If winning matters, then you do whatever it takes to get the result. That competitive fire keeps you engaged. It keeps you fighting when things get uncomfortable. Question: during this 5-game stretch, what have you liked most about the team? The fact that we never quit. Even when teams fight their way back, we stay together. That's where chemistry gets built. Nobody likes seeing leads disappear, but if you can come together and still find a way to win, it tells you something about your group. Those close finishes reveal character. I think they've shown who we are. Question: is this just part of a long season? I think so. A season is a long journey, and growth takes time. Hopefully, this isn't something that sticks around for long. We still have plenty of games left. The focus is on staying present, continuing to improve, and not letting teams back into games. Hopefully, it's just a phase we move through. Question: how critical are you of yourself in those situations? Very critical. I've made some mistakes recently that I'm not happy about. Those are moments where you have to be honest with yourself. You can't afford mental errors, especially late in games. I want to be sharper, finish better around a basket, and make better decisions. Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and ask where your team needs more from you. That's part of being a leader and a professional. Question: how might this early season resilience help later in the year? It's hard to know right now. Resilience is a great quality, but you don't want to rely on it because you keep creating difficult situations. We want to keep that toughness while also doing a better job of preventing those moments from happening. Ideally, we have both. Question: take us through that play against BG in the paint. At that point, I basically told myself I wasn't going to keep making the same mistake. I wanted to get to my spots and take the shots I wanted instead of forcing things against bigger defenders. Sometimes that means an extra dribble or a different angle. It was just about adjusting and making a smarter play. Question: one last thing. Beyond the blown leads, the defense has improved recently. What stands out most? Defense is something you have to choose to do. At this level, talent alone isn't enough. You have to embrace the work that comes with defending. Our group is trying to make that part of our identity and let it fuel everything else we do. This is a league full of elite players. Every night, you're facing the best. A lot of defense comes down to competing on every possession, staying in front of your matchup for one more step, forcing difficult shots, and bringing energy. Defense is driven by passion. Hopefully that mindset continues to grow within our team moving forward.